Hey everyone, it's Mike Olekshy here in for Neil this week for the Guitar Tricks channel. And we've got a tip of the week and a lesson of the week coming at you. But first, if you're not watching this on guitartricks.com, you're missing out on one free additional lesson each and every week. So head on over to guitartricks.com/channel, sign up for the newsletter, and get 2 free lessons in your inbox each and every week. On to our tip of the week, and it's not so much of a tip as it is maybe a suggestion or an idea. If you're looking for a place to store your picks on your guitar, a really cool place is right behind the headstock here. So as you can see, I've got a plastic pick holder, all right, and I've got it Velcroed to the back of the headstock. You just fix it there, load it up with picks, and boom. Your audience doesn't see it, you drop a pick in the middle of a solo or something, boom, you just reach over and grab another one, and you're back in stride, no one suspects a thing. And it's also great, you don't have to fumble around for a pick when you grab your guitar. You've always got picks on the guitar, just hidden behind the headstock. All right, on to our lesson of the week, and this is a very useful exercise to put into your practice routine. Every time you go to practice, it'll help you remember the notes on the fretboard, where they are. And it'll also help with your speed and dexterity. And essentially what it is you go to pick a note, any note, okay, and you find every instance of it on every string between the nut and the 12th fret, and then you play that one note first up the strings and then back down the strings at a tempo, okay? So you would start slow, and as you get comfortable with it, you keep upping the tempo, get a little bit faster, and all the while, you're learning where the notes are on the fretboard. So let's pick a note, for example. I'm going to pick G, that's a really common note. And we know where that is on the low E string. It's on the 3rd fret. All right, so we know where that is, right there. And now we got to find it on the A string. You know, G is 1 full step below A. And the open A string rings that A note, but also 12 frets up, you've got the higher version of that, or the octave of A, and 2 frets below that is actually a full step below A, which is G. Okay, so that's the note we're looking for, 10th fret of the A string. All right, next we got to find G on the D string, and I'm going to use a little trick that Neil has actually taught here on the channel before, and it's by using octaves. So if we know G's on the 3rd fret of the low E, we skip a string, go to the D string, and move up 2 frets. That's where G is on the D string, 5th fret, okay? All right, now we've got the G string, and that's self-explanatory. There's your open G, another G note there, and we're also going to grab the 12th fret octave for that note right there. Next on the B string, now we're going to use Neil's octave trick again, and we're on the D string, 5th fret. And to go to the B string octave, we actually have to go up 3 frets, okay? There's G right there, 8th fret of the B string. And then the high E string is really easy. It's the same as the low E string, so we've got the 3rd fret, that's our G note. Now that we've identified where they all are on the fretboard, we're going to set a tempo and then play along and find each and every note, up the strings and then back down. So at a slow tempo, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so you notice that I put a little bit of vibrato on that. That's totally cool, and we're playing right on the beat. The 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if we're going to up the tempo a little bit, this is what it would sound like at a faster speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a really cool thing that you can add into your practice routine. It doesn't take up very much time, maybe a couple minutes out of your practice routine, but it'll pay off down the road, not only with the speed and dexterity, but also learning the names of the notes and where they are on the fretboard. And you can do other things, like instead of playing just the quarter notes in time, you could do 16th notes, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That kind of thing, okay? So you can work on your alternate picking that way. You can also move everything up from the 12th fret all the way up, and you can work on that part of the fretboard as well and learn where all those notes are there. So there's a few options there for you to do it. That's the lesson of the week this week. I hope you found it helpful. Once again, head over to guitartricks.com/channel and sign up for the newsletter if you already have not. And you'll get an extra lesson each and every week right to your inbox. All right, guys, keep rocking, and we'll see you next week.